is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
How good is that?
Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Hi. It feels as though, the stuff we used to do, they all have brand new names, We just.
What do you mean, Kate?
My brain is not working today, and it's
Really?
because I have a lot on my mind, and I
Yeah?
don't know if there's a new name for that. But this morning or today or whenever you're listening to this podcast, I want to talk.
It's
terrible.
Kate's.
This is
Kate's
you've lost
taken mushrooms for the first
I
time, which was
actually
probably
haven't.
not the right thing
I
to do before
really
the show.
shouldn't do that at work. I want to talk about silent walking.
Yep.
Who would have thought? I thought it was just called walking.
Oh my God! I would say
Like how this used to be called talking.
I'm sorry. Do you know what? Unfortunately,
just enjoy the podcast.
Please enjoy the podcast while I go and sort my head out.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk about least attractive habits. Give us a call, 13 24 10. Maybe you've started seeing someone and you actually think they're really nice, but you've discovered something over the weekend that's a bit icky.
My sister started dating a guy that she now has 2 kids with. When they started dating, she found out that he did martial arts. Wasn't into it at all. Lovely guy, Mum, but he does martial arts.
You know who I worked with recently? Nazim Hussain.
A very funny guy.
On a project for the ABC, and he does, what's it called? Jiu-jitsu or something. And I really like Nazim.
Until then, there's nothing wrong with martial
Jiu-jitsu,
arts.
yeah, and it's a great fitness.
Oh, look,
God. Yeah.
I have preconceived ideas of it. I actually think it's amazing for your body and your
That's
mind.
right.
Yeah.
So basically, what women want and what I'm looking for this morning, if you fit this bill, give us a call. This is like a speed traffic dating,
Yeah,
okay?
call through. Kate will give you your address off air.
Okay, what I want is a bilingual travelling blacksmith who does archery. He knows his planets and he reads. Is that too much to
Break
ask
that
for?
down for me.
Because what happened
What's
was
number one?
they did a survey with women and they gave them 70 hobbies and women had to put them into the categories of attractive or least attractive. Of course, things top the list. The most attractive hobby that you want your fella to be doing is reading, with 98.2% of women picked that. Who were the other 1.8% of women that didn't put reading in the attractive?
I didn't know that a man
Category.
with a book was sexy.
I think it is. The fact that he has interest in reading or can read is...
Tom's one of the great couch readers, aren't you? With a glass of tequila by your side.
love
He'll
that.
pick up a To Kill a Mockingbird and...
So I think the other positive with that one is that you get some time to yourself while they are reading.
Exactly.
Maybe it's the peaceful nature of somebody reading.
Absolutely, but then you can move into a part of the relationship where you both go to bed and just read a book. Foreign languages, playing an instrument, cooking, tick. If a man can cook, painting, writing, gardening, swimming, photography, and then there is archery and blacksmithing. Who knew that was a hobby? And travelling, and then you get to the least attractive.
Okay.
What do you think might be top of the list? And I'll tell you some of the others while you have a little think.
Least attractive thing for a man to do.
Yeah, what's
basket weaving?
That's not on here. There is gambling.
Go-karting?
No, cigars, porn, arguing online, marijuana, clubbing, makeup,
Sounds like a great week away.
anime.
If one of your hobbies are porn, you got to have a good hard look at yourself.
did-
What you
No.
are, I think, at the time.
You know what, though? I think that's an argument from a man where it's like, oh, my goodness, I can't believe you look at these kind of things. And that's the argument you're hearing back from your partner who says to you, but you said I should get a hobby. Okay, we are going to take some calls and then I'll tell you what the least attractive hobby is. Christine in Bexley. Good morning, Christine. What have you got a hobby
I
that...
dated a guy that used to love snakes and reptiles.
Oh, you dated a guy that liked reptiles.
And snakes.
Yep.
So,
And he used to
Christine,
walk around the house with the snake around his neck.
right? See, that can be quite dangerous. Did he have the big aquarium as well, Christine, that you had to keep
he
warm?
had it all set up.
See, Christine, I would say a grown adult with a love for an aquarium is a bit odd.
Oh, fish
No. It was
disgust.
disgusting.
Yeah, no. And what happens in the middle of the night when his snake goes on the loose?
I don't know, but he was a bit of a snake.
I bet he
Was
was.
he? Where did you find him, Christine?
He was a friend of my brother's.
Oh, how long did it last, Christine?
Probably a whole 3 weeks because I was petrified.
Sounds
no,
like
I
He
couldn't
didn't-
deal with it.
No.
When you say he was a snake, he didn't cheat on you, Christine, did he?
Yeah, he was a bit of a snake
In
himself.
3 weeks?
Oh, my God. Slippery little snake.
Oh, my goodness.
Sneaky, slithering snake.
Well, apparently, if you are listening this morning, getting back to our least attractive.
Yeah, what's up
This
the
is
top?
what you got to give up if your dating life is on the decrease. In at number 4 is drinking. Debating is at number 3. Cosplay at number 2. And the
cosplay.
number 1 unattractive hobby is an interest in comic books, guys.
But it's limited edition Superman.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Guys, is it frustrating you that everything has to have a name now? Like things that we just
Mate.
used to just
I know.
do it now.
Just get on with it.
Has
Shut
it-
up and get on with
I
it.
didn't know what it was, but yeah, this gout has been killing me.
That's different. That's a medical condition.
That's been that's different. That's called a diagnosis.
Okay, gotcha.
Are you ready for a bit of Rawdogging 2.0, guys?
Oh, what? No, didn't we talk
Yes, you
Raw
talked
dogging?
about Rawdogging last week, which is basically travelling on a plane and doing it without a movie.
Yeah, so that I would have thought that was Rawdogging 2.0
So people
No.
are,
because there was an original.
Was
people
there?
are staring at the flight map for, like, let's say you're doing Sydney to LA 13, 14 hours, and they're looking at the flight map for 13 hours.
Oh, Rawdogging it.
Well, wait for this. Rawdogging 2.0 is now something called silent walking. Have a listen to this girl.
You know
explain
that
it.
saying, hang up and hang out? That's kind of what silent walking is. So it's the idea that we're going to leave our phones at home, unplug from music, and just go for a walk and really focus on mindfulness and connection with our bodies. It might
See, so that's what it is. It's about being in tune with yourself, just getting out there, being with nature. It's great for your mental health, and we're going to call what we used to call going for a walk silent walking.
That's great.
I thought it was like when you don't make a sound when you've got new sneakers. My dad, whenever I got new sneakers, he used to call them brothel creepers. No one heard you sneaking in and out.
Oh, so John used to frequent it, did he?
Then he'd go, hey, new pair of brothel creepers. And I'd go, what do you mean, John? What do you mean?
Never heard that before.
Does Christine know about
That
that?
says way more about your dad than we need to be privy to.
You'll never catch him in a heel.
Anyway, so leave your phone at home, guys, this afternoon, and just go for a bit of a silent walk.
I thought it was
Which
just
is
a walk.
no, it's different to walking.
Okay, and if you don't have time for that, just raw dog it somewhere.
Raw dog it if you like. Okay.
There's your Monday plan.
All right.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Got an unbelievable story. And that means we need to do...
What are the chances?
What are the chances?
I love this.
13, 24, 10. If you've got a story of what are the chances, stories of chance and coincidence, where you just can't believe it happened, or possibly the timing was heaven sent. You know what I mean, Kate Ritchie?
Like how lucky are you?
Yeah, well, that's a great question.
How lucky are
well,
you?
let me tell you. This guy's name is Eric Norrie. Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Eric's from Florida. This is how many times Eric seems to have survived phenomenal moments with nature. Eric has been punched by monkeys twice, struck by lightning, bitten by a snake, and attacked by a shark. I don't know if punched by monkeys gets in the same category as the rest of them.
Oh, they are very
Or
vicious.
bitten by a snake. A lot of people have been bitten by snakes. I mean, the lightning
I
and the
Let's have a show of hands in the studio, though, for
snake
people
bites.
being bitten by a snake.
Discuss.
No, but there would be, I'd say, lots of cases around the world every day of snake bites. Not really shark bites.
Is he an unlucky man or is he a very lucky man? To survive all these moments, he talks about how he felt he was closest to death when he was spearfishing in the Bahamas back in 2013. All of a sudden, he was heading back to the boat and he felt something on his leg. It was a shark. that then ripped his calf muscle off his leg, and then all these other sharks started to circle when the blood found its way to the water. No, I'm not.
Is that a little reef shark or
No, serious shark.
What were the other things that happened to him? The monkeys, you got the punch
by monkeys. He was struck by lightning, and he was bitten by a snake.
Well, I guess it depends on your attitude, glass half full or empty, whether you describe yourself as a lucky guy or an unlucky man.
He had his wife, he had his father-in-law and his 4 daughters on the boat. They screamed as though... and that was actually the monkey that punched him twice. He was then...
Are you calling his wife?
Oh, mate, move on. Oh, keep it light, mate. Keep it light.
On a Monday,
Hang on a minute.
Wow.
Anyway, he survived that, and he now tours giving speeches and talking about luck.
Oh, I'm the guy who survived a snake bite.
Yes.
That'd be so interesting.
Tell us about the monkeys, mate.
It was 2013 and I went to go give a monkey a nut. And next thing you know...
I hate those monkeys. They are so awful. Did you know that today, the 9th of September, is the most common birthday? Like most people, well, not most people, but majority, no, not majority.
Here we go.
Quite often people are born on the 9th of September. More birthdays than not are on the 9th of September.
That's
and
crazy.
Jess in our team here has 2 members of her immediate family born today.
Really? Stephen Craig?
You get this, though. Mum born 9 a.m, older sister born 9 p.m.
You're kidding me. On the 9th.
Of the 9th.
What are the chances?
I won't be able to sleep over
You
that.
might win the Keith Urban tickets,
Oh,
Jess.
I hope so. I love Keith Urban.
Melissa in Padstow, what are the chances, Melissa?
Good morning, guys. Running into the same person twice in 2 separate countries, like 6 years apart.
Yeah.
So I was randomly not randomly. I was in London, coming home back to Sydney, catching a flight, and just walking through the airport, and I've run into a friend from uni. We didn't know we were going to be overseas at the same time.
Yeah.
And then 6 years later, I was on my honeymoon, walking through Venice, just randomly popped into a souvenir store, and then the same friend was in this souvenir store.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's weird.
What are the chances?
Because why? It's crazy because why?
Well, in Venice, all these little tiny shops and off the
It
side
is,
and to be
in
in the
amongst.
same shop. Yeah,
Melissa,
it's so weird.
have you had any history romantically with this person?
No.
I think maybe you should. Is it something that would be considered?
She's married.
No.
She's on a honeymoon, mate.
Yeah, she's on her
but
honeymoon.
mate,
She's on her
sometimes
We're
honeymoon.
divorced now.
Oh, are you divorced? That didn't last very long, did it?
That's rude.
No, it didn't.
No, that's
But
okay. I mean, I'm divorced as well. Welcome to the club, girlfriend.
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
it happens. But then the funny thing is, with this same friend, then I was in the emergency section of the hospital last year for my daughter,
Yeah.
and the same friend was there for her kid. How weird.
What are the chances?
Is she stalking you?
You guys are meant to be.
Maybe.
That's
I'm
a
starting
great-
to think that.
That's a great story, Melissa. Thanks for your contribution to the broadcast this morning.
Let's go to Rachel in Randwick. What are the chances, Rachel?
Hi, guys. My story is I was going for a walk. We live in Centennial Park in Randwick, and I was going for a walk with a school friend, and I keep my car keys on my keyring, obviously, and the skeleton key of my Toyota car key fell out as I was walking. Didn't know where it was in Centennial Park. We walked around the circuit. So I thought I'll just get one replaced. I ring Toyota. They quoted me like $700. This was 5 years ago to get the key reprogrammed. And then, so I've got a few sons. One of my sons, about a week later, was riding in Centennial Park. He would have been like 9 at the time. And comes home crying, bawling. He'd fallen off my bike. And he had actually, it's so unbelievable, he'd actually ridden over the skeleton key, like the key part of my key, and that had made him fall off his bike, and he came home crying with the key, and he found it.
That is amazing. I love that. I love that story. That is so good. I mean, not that your son was crying, but that you got the key back.
No, but I found the key.
So
saved the money.
expensive.
I was happy. Yeah.
Rachel, that's another extraordinary story.
Thank you for adding to the broadcast.
Lara, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. Lara, what are the chances?
My grandfather, my father, and my brother were all born on the 14th of March.
Wow.
If my brother would have had his son on the 14th of March, they would have been in the Guinness Book of World Records. But
Right.
it's not that true.
Okay,
damn.
don't worry about the paperwork. That's an amazing
Just
story, Lara.
disappointing by your brother, really, isn't it? Do you let him know about that, Lara?
Oh, yeah, I've given him a hard time. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
I've told him he's got to go for number 3 now.
That's
my
amazing.
God.
Yeah.
Kate Ritchie, 3 great stories. Thank you,
Oh,
Melissa,
we're giving a
Rachel, and Lara.
prize.
Yeah. Keith Urban's High and Alive World Tour is heading to Australia, or heading to Australia in August 2025.
Heading to where?
Australia. In August 2025. Tickets.
Right.
You wouldn't believe it, but I live in
Keith
Australia.
Urban.
Australia, yeah. Tickets on sale now at keithurban.com. You can see him live here in Australia. Okay. Pick one, Richie.
I love Melissa. I love Melissa with a.
Melissa
oh
from
my
Australia.
goodness! I've run into you again.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
You're off to see Keith Urban, Mel.
Oh, that's awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Good on you, Mel.
I knew that story was going to come in handy for something one day.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
there
my
you go.
God.
Enjoy the show. He's fantastic.
Thanks, guys.
Mel
Thank you.
Mel should call that person she keeps running into.
And take her.
And take her to Keith Urban.
Don't.
Although I think she's overseas again at the moment.
Waiting for you, no doubt.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let's talk politics for a tick here, Fitz. I would suggest the federal election here in Australia will take place around March next year. I think the Prime Minister will call it around Australia Day, and then we'll hit to the polls and vote around March. Let's now jump to another country. We're heading to Venezuela right here, and their president, Nicolas Maduro, he's had a bit of an issue, and things haven't been looking great. So he's needed a bit of a distraction. He's needed a brand new policy. Can I tell you also, he has a weekly TV show. Imagine if Albo had a weekly TV show.
Is it like a variety? Is it a variety show? Does he have guests? And
Up late Thursday night with your Prime Minister.
say hi to your mum for me.
All right, let's do some wacky ones. You guys want to do riddle time? He can do anything, Albo. I'd settle in for that show. Bow, ba-na. G'day, I'm your Prime Minister and welcome.
You would need a bit of light entertainment, wouldn't you? You couldn't have politics the whole time.
No,
It'd
you
be
couldn't.
boring.
You need
yes.
a bit of a laugh, and I wonder if he gets up there and does sort of a tight five at the start, like a lot of those Tonight shows do. Or maybe Albo would dance through the audience like Ellen used to do at the start of the show.
Oh, no.
With a
Imagine-
Hawthorn footy scarf on.
You've got to. I mean, how boring would it be seeing your Prime Minister with his own television show? There'd have to be a comedian involved.
Oh,
or
you'd need a lot of work in it.
satire. You've got to take the PISS out of yourself,
Well,
don't you?
he's come out and he said because there's a fair bit of heat, his political party isn't doing very well. They've run into all sorts of trouble, and people have said we have nothing to look forward to in this country. So he's gone on his weekly TV show and he said, all right, guys, I know this is going to sound strange, but I'm now, as your president, making a change within this country that Christmas will be moved from the 25th of December to the 1st of October. It's coming in early, guys.
Wow.
And it's not a joke. We're doing it early. And he said, it's September, and now it already feels like Christmas.
Oh, my gosh.
It's just around the corner, guys.
The birth of Jesus has moved.
I mean, what do you mean we've got a cost of living crisis in this country? It's Christmas time. What a better way to boost retail and send a bit of money into the system like Christmas.
Is that their holiday time? It must be. Why is he moving to the start of October?
He just thought it would be great to have the feeling of Christmas in the air. But this isn't a one-off. He shifted Christmas. He said, why don't we just do it earlier? It's going to be fun. So it's like he sat down with his team in the boardroom and said, what does everybody love? What's the best feeling in the world? And someone's yelled out, Christmas time?
Yeah, I'm going to own
And
that.
he's gone, right, get me on TV.
So Boxing Day sales on October 2nd, is that correct? Right,
Yep.
okay.
And then I think we just roll out. I wonder if Easter comes early or the long wait
What-
for Easter happens.
What do you do December 25th then? It'd
it's
be
a
a bit of
quiet
a
one.
nothing day,
Well,
wouldn't it?
you'll have to wait until next week's episode of Let the President Nick Call the Shots. Extraordinary.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I want to talk about ruining reputations. bit tall.
Oh, you and me, I got a big reputation.
Kate, Jess, that doesn't give you an opportunity to play Taylor Swift.
Yeah, sorry, you don't need the story anymore, Fitz.
Incorrect, Fitzy.
Man. Okay, so has this happened to you before where someone has tried to ruin your reputation?
Yep.
13, 24, 10. To what extent did they go to?
I'm just going to run around and get on the phone.
Yeah, I was in grade 3, actually, and...
Not asking you, mate.
Oh, sorry. No.
Sorry, I'm
Rhetorical
asking
question.
the listeners.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, a mate of mine, his wife, got a coaching role at the local netball club to coach her daughter, right? The unfortunate thing with that is that another mum missed out on the job. So that mum that missed out on the job, and it took them ages to work out who was doing it, made it her mission to ruin the other mum's reputation.
Oh, she really wanted the job, obviously.
So they received an anonymous letter in their mailbox, right? And my mate got it out of the letterbox, opened it up, and it was claiming that his wife was cheating on her with a work colleague. So it was anonymous. There was no name put to it. It was typed on a computer and printed off and said, I just want to make you aware that your wife is cheating on you with one of her work colleagues. He's confronted her. This is my mate. He's confronted his wife. She's freaking out, started crying her eyes out, obviously denied it, right? And they worked it out, had no idea who it was. They actually rang the police. The police said there's not much that we can do about it. Her workplace then received an anonymous letter saying that she had a criminal history and had repeatedly moved towns to get away from her past.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Made up?
This is illegal, isn't it?
So then they have to investigate that. They find out that that's untrue. She doesn't have a criminal history. So then she's freaking out. The husband's freaking out. They go to the police again and they go, okay, keep documenting this because this is all evidence. Then finally, the Netball League has received an anonymous letter saying that she has been mistreating the junior girls in her team.
Oh, you've overlettered. You've overlettered.
It's unbelievable. It's the talk of the town, and that's when police have been called in and they're now going to look at CCTV footage of the building where the letter was let to find out who was the culprit.
Of course.
They're pretty sure they know who it is.
Aren't you meant to cut the letters out of the newspaper and make words out of them?
Oh, yeah, in the old days. Or a typewriter's pretty old school too.
That's good. That's good.
It's movies, isn't it? But it's unbelievable the lengths that people will go to ruin people's reputations because they didn't get something that they wanted.
But isn't the first thing that's going to happen is the police will sit down and go, all right, has anyone got beef with you?
Yeah.
Who's a bit niggly around the edges at the moment?
But this is the thing. She didn't know that this woman had beef with her, and she didn't. So the other woman didn't get the job, and it wasn't like she blew up or anything. She sort of kept it to herself, and unfortunately it's bubbled inside of her, and she's got to this point where she said, well, the only way I can get the job as the netball coach is if I ruin her reputation.
Oh, it's like Tonya Harding. Is that her name?
Well, not quite.
Exactly
no one's attacked somebody's knees with a hammer yet. She must really want to be the netball coach. I mean, wouldn't you just
What are the perks?
Wouldn't you be glad that it's one night, 2 days off a week? You can just rock up to the game. You don't have to bring the balls.
Just be on waters.
This is contact in the highest order, isn't it,
mate? Wing defence.
Attack.
I mean,
it's a wing attack.
Have you ever been accused of something, Kate, before in the industry?
Oh, my God. Where do we start? We've only got till 9 o'clock, and Ellie's going to hit the button at 8:31. There's a fair bit planned for the rest of the show.
Have to wait for my memoir for that.
We've got 11 minutes. Hurry up. You've got 11 minutes to tell your story.
Oh, my God. All right. And why Kate has a bit of a flip through the files here.
To what extent have people gone to ruin your reputation, whether it's at work, whether it's at sporting clubs?
It could be your ex as well. They often do that.
Big time.
Leanne in Liverpool. What happened, Leanne?
Well, as a hairdresser with a lot of clientele, one of the girlfriends of a customer believed that we were giving an extra head massage when they got their shampoo and haircut.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Criminal.
Let's just say it was not included. But
So, Leanne, did you have to go to the police and tell them to investigate, or...?
No, I did have to go out the front because she sat out the front in her car and told, because there was a shop front on the street, and told every male customer that came in with the missus, do you realise what he's going in for?
Oh, my God.
Oh, is that what you mean?
Right.
Sorry, I wasn't.
There was an extra bonus. There was an extra bonus to the haircut.
They wish.
Leanne.
Oh, yeah.
So, have you confronted this woman about it, or?
Oh, when I found out, I stormed out the front. My boss thought I was going to get run over. I'm like, hey, what are you doing, mate?
Yeah, I got a bone to pick with you.
Yeah, I don't think anyone sitting in a car out the front of anywhere there's just something not quite right.
Oh, my God.
She ended up hospitalised after it, but anyway.
I hope she's getting the help she needs.
Okay.
Natalie in Camden, how was your reputation ruined, Natalie?
Hi, guys. Well, my best friend that I thought at the time, we were actually getting married in the same year, and I was super excited, and I thought we'd, do all the planning together and all the things, and it turned out for the whole 6 months leading up to the wedding, she was going around to all my close friends and saying some horrible, nasty things about me because we were just getting married in the same year.
Oh, it's competitive, yeah.
Okay. What were some of the things, Nat? What did you hear about yourself?
Just things like I was stealing her IDs and her dress was my dress and all the things. And I had no idea what her plans were because she was avoiding me and not talking to me. And I had no idea what was going wrong.
That's just not fair.
Natalie, it just doesn't... There's a very... I can't even speak.
No,
it's
I know what you
insecurity.
mean.
It's insecurity, isn't it? I'm trying to find the right word that's still kind.
Jenny's in Liverpool. Hey, Jen, what happened to you?
Yeah, hi. I had a letter delivered to my place and it was saying about how I was having an affair, or my husband was having an affair, and how my son was like a really horrible person and he was bullying her child and this, that and the other. And my son was only about 10 at the time. Which is, not at all true. Anyway, did a little bit of investigating myself, and it was actually a local woman who had quite often done it to lots of people, including her sister-in-law. And it turns out her son was actually a murderer.
Oh, my God, Jenny.
Oh, my God.
I think she was very unhappy with her own life and wanted to keep putting it on everybody else's.
And how long had your husband been seeing her for?
No, that is not...
he wasn't seeing her.
Sorry.
Ignore Whipper, Jenny. I apologise. He doesn't listen to us either.
So did the police investigate that one for you, Jenny, or what happened?
We were going to. They couldn't really do anything unless they tried to do fingerprints and things like that.
Yeah.
I didn't really think it was sort of too much of a big deal. It was only over time as I did the investigating and other people had told me that they'd got letters and this person had given letters to other people, including their own family members. And, it was brutal. And then, after that, when I knew who it was, I just disowned them completely because I was like, Apple wouldn't fall far from the tree, unfortunately.
Yeah, very cool.
Thank you, Jenny.
I think there's a song in that.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Let me sing that song, song.
Louder. Okay. We have a warm-up round, guys. Welcome to Song for Monday. When the sun is out, it's a great day to play Song. The word is, for our warm-up round, club.
Into club, 50 Cent.
Find me in the club. Oh, damn it. Club.
I love that song. Can we play that song?
Club.
Flowrider Club Can't Handle Me Right Now.
Story of your life, Tom.
Lonely Hearts Club.
Oh, Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Oh, wow.
Okay, love that. Well done, guys. That was a great warm-up round. Wasn't the easiest of words, but still, you performed beautifully. Congratulations, everyone.
I feel warmed up.
Yeah, I feel that's great. The word is, for our first official round, talk.
Talk that talk to me, Rihanna.
Okay. We'll take that as a yes.
I was listening to that in the car on the weekend.
Hasn't Khalid got a song called Talk?
Yeah, Can We Just Talk?
Yep. Ryan James.
Whose answer is that?
That's
Fitzy or
Ryan's.
yours?
Thomas, where are you?
Talk dirty to me, Jason Derulo.
Yes, I will.
Oh, Tommy.
You do not need to ask twice. Could have gone with Let's Talk About Sex, Salt and
You're a
Pepper.
sicko,
Oh, that's a good one.
Pillow Talk, Zane, also.
You need to change your pillows at least every...
Oh, you... Did you just go?
Is that Zane's pillow talk?
Pillow Talk. What was that?
I have a sneaking suspicion it might be the wrong audio on the asset.
You need to change your pillows at least every 2 years. The average person sheds about 4 kilos of skin every year. Most of that ends up on your bed.
And people think Song isn't informative.
Wow, thank you, Zane. What a great song. I haven't heard that version. We all move through to the next round.
Feeling good.
Here we go. You'll need to be fast on this one.
Oh, no.
The word is car.
Car, getaway car, Taylor Swift.
Cars by Gary Newman.
How does that
Cars. Yeah, car. You
About
know.
this one.
Get in my car.
I want to take you home.
Fast car, Tracy Chapman.
Thank you, Thomas and Brian. What about Billy Ocean? Get out of my dreams.
Oh, I love this song. I used to make dances up to this in the lounge
Did you?
room.
You and
Yeah.
Beck?
Get into my car.
With car in an American accent? Yes,
Get
get away.
in the backseat, baby.
This was in Romancing the Stone, wasn't it? It was Indiana Jones movie.
What was it?
How did no one go with Shannon Knoll Drive?
Oh, yeah.
I got a car.
Is that what you meant by you've got to get in fast for this? Or was
No,
that a fast car joke? Oh, how
It
awful.
set Tom up beautifully. Okay, we are all through to the next round. The word is hell.
Highway to Hell.
Bang.
AC/DC.
Brian James.
No, we got bad blood. Is hell in that song?
Like a bat out of hell.
Like a bat out of hell!
By the big guy, Meatloaf.
Hell.
A quick look at the sheet, quick.
Mate, I've whistled it 3 times.
No, I'm not going to.
Feeling good as hell, mate.
Oh, Lizzo.
Hello.
Oh, Lizos.
Kate Ritchie loves the game, but now she sits on the sideline.
Oh, I love to be a spectator as well.
Thank
I mean,
you
I'm
so
very
much.
supportive of the team. Go, Tommy.
Okay, the word is sign or signs.
I saw the sign and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Ace of base.
Give me some kind of sign, girl.
Oh,
Peter
Andre.
Hey.
Is that in the system, Jess? Any
don't
Peter
worry.
Andre?
Don't worry, move on.
Yeah.
Not a funky junkie seems to be in this system. Thank you, Peter Andre.
Junkie? Oh, do you want
Junkie.
What a crime that song was. Okay,
Don't have a crack at Peter, mate.
the word is, this is getting tougher.
Oh.
The word is, oh.
What?
Oh, like O-H.
Oh.
Yeah.
Usher, OMG. Oh, my God.
Yep, we will accept Usher.
Oh, what a
my
feeling.
God.
Oh, what a feeling. We will accept that. What, the Toyota commercial?
Yeah, no, there's another song with Oh, what
Is
a
there?
feeling.
We could have gone, oh, pretty woman. Oh, what a night.
Okay, next.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to let you all through there because that's fun. Okay, here we go. We move on to the emergency sheet.
Oh, dear.
As he's just going through his
dear.
sheets.
Here we go.
Is
The
this
word is-
Corona?
The word is weather.
Weather. Taylor Swift, the weather song, isn't it? No, we did a parody on that.
Is it like
you
weather?
always take the weather
Crowded
with
house.
you everywhere you go.
Weather.
What about W-H-E-T-H-E-R?
Yeah, that's-
I'll
a
accept
good
either.
place.
Oh.
Weather. I think I'm out. I don't have a weather song.
Tick, boom, Thomas. See you later. Ryan James wins on a Crowded House song.
This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
I want to talk about sleep this morning. I don't know. Did you have a good night's sleep?
I did a record time with my sleep apnea mask on last night.
And?
I did 5 hours.
From when you went to bed, and then do
Yeah.
you get frustrated and tear it off?
Yeah, because the strength of the air blowing into my nose to help me breathe intensifies, and then it feels like there's a volcano erupting on your face.
Did you
Wow.
did you hear from Batman Bane last night?
No.
Because you do look like Bane when
Okay.
you put it on.
Yeah, it's quite sexy. It's got a
I don't know. Are you allowed to you're allowed to talk about the Elephant Man?
You can, yeah.
I don't know if a lot of people would know the Elephant Man, but it was a very, very old film, and I just
Yeah.
get the feeling that when you're in bed with your sleep apnea mask,
Was
it
my
would be
nickname.
like the scene with Elephant Man in the bed.
Yes, it has a chin strap as well, which helps goes over the top of my head, which helps keep my mouth
Oh,
shut.
and you feel, oh my God, you should bring it in here.
Yeah.
Well, Kate, I had Time in bed was 7 hours 45 for me. Time asleep 6 hours 50.
Oh, good head out, mate.
That is wonderful. Well, I mean, I have a girlfriend even this morning who said she was off to the gym.
Julie, good effort, Julie.
It is Julie. One good thing about insomnia, it means she gets up and she goes to the gym. I know my sister has to sleep with background noise.
Right.
And I don't know if she just got used to falling asleep in front of the TV or
Yeah, my
or
sister's
something.
the same. She's TV. TV has to be on in the bedroom for her to fall asleep.
But there's something that could be going on inside your brain that means that you need to have this background noise
Really?
going on. And it has, I mean, on a very basic level, it's what you're used to. So it's habit and it's routine. It's like, you know, you take your makeup off and you put your moisturiser on. That could also be your routine.
Sure.
Can we just throw it out there quickly, 13, 24, 10? What do you have to have on for you to fall asleep, please?
Yeah.
Maybe it's the kids screaming in the next room.
It could be. Earplugs.
Not going to sleep. Maybe you need earplugs.
Eye
Maybe
mask.
you need music.
Yep.
Obviously, drinking way too much alcohol, that will make you toss and turn at night. But what they're saying is that having to play music or having to, maybe it's even your favourite podcast that you are now used to, is that it's rooted in a much deeper level of mental health that you may actually need to get a handle on. And it's all to do with avoidance and distraction. And that, like any of us, whether it's our phone or shopping or eating, that quite often we use these distractions to stop feeling our emotions.
I can see it.
Once we take away the distraction or once we take away the noise at night to lull us into a false sense of security to get to sleep, our emotions come rushing back. We're just left. It's just you and your head and silence. And for some people, that is way, way too much. It's a trauma response. This is what the doctor has said, or the guy studying this. It's a trauma response to abandonment issues. The noise tricks your brain into thinking you are falling asleep alone, but in actual fact, you're not. Your brain is still crowded. I mean, it's much more positive to have a lovely podcast or I see the sense in these calming podcasts.
Can I disagree with this though?
No, you're not allowed.
No, because
I'm
it's
sorry,
science.
Mate. Sorry, you can't.
Don't you want to feel relaxed and have as much sleep as you can
Yeah,
get?
you can. You do. What it's saying though fits very, very clearly is that yes, we do want to relax, but we need to have the ability as humans to be able to relax, to feel our emotions, to let them to have them, let them go through the body and still be okay without the distraction. Let's take some calls on this morning. Should we speak to Rochelle?
Hello,
in Green
Rochelle.
Valley?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good. Your whole family has a sleeping trick, is that right?
Yeah, I use white machine noise. I take it everywhere with me, and it's nothing to do with dealing with your emotions. It's what it does is, like, you know, when you're going to sleep, you hear all different noises. You've got the cars going by, you've got all different noises. So what it does is you focus only on that one noise.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So it helps you go to sleep.
But still, it's the same thing, isn't it? It's a distraction, so you don't feel alone, so you're not left in your own headspace.
Can I tell you, I get anxiety to think if I want all those feelings that I've had for the day, Kate, I don't want them rushing into my head as I'm trying to get to sleep. I'm trying to push them all away.
There, you just said it. You just proved our point.
Yeah, you're trying everything.
Murray in Mortdale, how do you get to sleep, Muzz?
Hey, legends, how are we?
Legend.
Great.
I actually whack a cheeky little playlist on Spotify.
Oh.
It's a bit of music, bit of background noise.
Oh, just
I
Sam
can't sleep
Smith.
if it's dead silent, and I can't sleep if there's too much noise.
Same one every night, Murray?
Absolutely.
What's on it, Murray?
Oh, the sort of music with no lyrics, no instruments. It's literally just like white noise. It just calms me down.
Like a rainforest or something. You know, people do the nature noises.
But then you need to go up to the toilet when you hear a stream all night.
Psychopath, Murray.
I'll wet the bed.
You've piddled in your bed.
Jack in Kellyville, tell us about your partner, Jack.
Yeah, well, morning, by the way.
Morning, Jack.
So my partner uses, it used to be my son's, when he was a baby's toy. So what it is it's a crab, that lights up, and it makes a water picture on the ceiling as well as some fish, and it also plays some music. So originally I got it for my son, and then he's now 6, so my partner uses it, and I've actually had to buy 2.
Oh, that is amazing. I think I had one like that. It was like a night scene,
projector
of stars,
crab.
and
projector crab, and then it also plays a heartbeat, which is a bit freaky, as an adult. Obviously, it suits the child.
And
but,
and is it a good picture that the quad puts up?
It's good, but her eyes are closed, and it keeps me awake. Because it literally lights up the whole room. It looks good. I definitely recommend it. But as an adult, it might be a bit different.
If it works, it works.
Exactly.
Do you know what? If it goes out of business, though, this is the thing. I'm glad that you've got a couple there, Jack, because you might have to buy another one.
Oh, my God.
We'll just go quick. One more. Bree in Picton. How do you get to sleep, Bree?
Good morning, guys. So, basically mine's not white noise, mine's more socks. So, I can't really get to sleep without having something covering my feet or something on my toes. I like to wear socks to bed.
Right, just a small little...
A bit uncomfortable otherwise.
I couldn't think of anything worse than covering up my feet.
No, men are like that. I think men are like human electric blankets.
Oh, my gosh. I've got the ceiling fan on now. Still, we've just gone to spring, and I suppose it's been quite warm in Sydney, but I've still got it on too. I'm still, and my feet are hanging out the whole time.
Well, that's the problem with being 6'6".
Exactly.
Tommy, what do you do to relax before bed? Cup of tea?
Yes.
Heroin?
Oh, my God.
Well, we're covering all bases there.
Nothing.
Tea and on the nod.
Nothing would surprise me. What a weird end of the day, Tom.
The Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Guys, now you've finished listening to this episode, we had a great chat with Andy Lee. You can go... We had a great chat with Andy Lee. Yes,
debatable.
You can go and check that out on the podcast.
Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.